बहुत हो गया इंग्लिश प्रैक्टिस। हाँ, तो ये रहे सारे क्वेश्चन और एक्सप्लेनेशन। सोच रहा हूँ मैं कि काम कर रहा हूँ सबके लिए, तो मैं भी थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस कर लेता हूँ, क्योंकि आगे पढ़ाना होगा तो हिंदी में हर जगह काम तो चलेगा ही नहीं। हिंदी तो अपना फ्लुएंट तो है ही। थोड़ा सोच रहा हूँ, मुझे इंग्लिश एक्चुअली आती नहीं है, इसके लिए कोई बुरा नहीं मानेगा। मैं साथ साथ प्रैक्टिस भी कर लूँगा तो मेरा भी काम हो जाएगा शायद, और सबका भी काम है। मेरी इंग्लिश तो ऐसी है, शायद सबको समझ में आ जाती होगी। टूटी फूटी इंग्लिश तो बोल ही लेता हूँ, तो ऑफेंडेड कोई नहीं होगा, इंजॉय करेगा और पढ़ाई करेगा और डीमोटिवेट नहीं होगा। एग्जाम आ रहा है ना, फोड़ के आना है सबको। और मेरे को मैसेज करके बता भी देना कि हमारा सिलेक्ट हो गया। हमें क्रेडिट वेडिट नहीं चाहिए किसी का, बस सब पढ़ते रहो, बढ़ते रहो, खुश रहो सबसे ज़्यादा। ओके। Hello dear student, I hope you all are fine and doing great thing in your life and also preparing well for your upcoming CUET and DUET examination. As you all know, we are organizing mock test for your upcoming examination, and in today morning we organize mock test 7 in which student perform very well. And as you see, there is our topper of this mock test. So I am come with this paper, and we will discuss it here and also see the correct answer of this paper, and if each and every question, and also discuss probable and a best explanation for each question. So without wasting our time, let's get started discussing this question. Okay. In this paper, you all know there is in CUET or DUET. Actually, in CUET, there is 25 question from your GK, GS and general aptitude, and 75 question from the your botany or life science paper. So here we will not discuss GK, GS question. Okay, so we will see only the botany question here. Okay. So 26th question is, the plant body is diploid and meiosis occur in diploid gametophyte at the time of formation of gametine. As you all know, zygotic meiosis occur in all algae. Algae is haploid, most algae are haploid, so zygotic meiosis takes place here. But as you all know, there is some algae like fucus and sargassum, these are diploid algae. That's why here sporic meiosis takes place, not the zygotic meiosis. That's why B is the correct answer here. Okay, the next question is, plurilocular sporangia found in. So you all study about the ectocarpus. When you study about the ectocarpus, here you study well about the plurilocular sporangia and unilocular sporangia. So plurilocular sporangia occur in ectocarpus. What structure, what sexual structure found in Marsilia? You know, comment in the comment box. Okay. The next question is, which of the following may be considered as probable and nearest to the ancestor of land plant, especially the bryophyte? So there is a very controversy about that thing. Who is the ancestor? Who is the algal ancestor of land plant? So there is mostly two algae which are taking as the controversy, that is Fischella and Coleochaete. But here is here is not mentioned about the Coleochaete. That's why the Fischella is the correct answer. Okay. Question number 29. Where you read Macrandus and Nanandrus species. So very easy question for whom those study well about the algae and the you can say phycology. So when you study about the Oudogonium, there is a capsule formation. Okay, separation disc, and also the Macrandus and Nanandrus species. Macrandus and Nanandrus, dwarf male, female. Okay, so Macrandus and Nanandrus species found in Oudogonium. Life cycle of Oudogonium. Okay. The next question is, downy mildew is caused by the member of. There is lots of fungal disease which are caused by lots of pathogen. These are very important for our exam point of view. You have to read and go through all the things like the downy mildew, white rust of crucifer, black rust, and wilt disease. Okay, so downy mildew is caused by oomycetes. Pernospora fungi cause downy mildew. Okay, Pernospora. Remember the thing, Pernospora cause downy mildew. Okay, the next question is, corn smut disease is caused by. Corn smut disease is caused by Astilago, but not Astilago. A specific species of Astilago caused corn smut. Okay, so Astilago medis caused corn smut disease in the corn. Okay, there is lots of destruction and losses by this pathogen. Okay, the next question is, which of the following disease is caused by fungi? There is four disease mentioned: crown gall disease, sandal spike, citrus canker. As you all know, crown gall disease caused by Agarobacterium tumefaciens. This is a bacteria. Sandal spike, I don't have idea about this thing. If you know about the pathogen of sandal spike, please mention in the comment box. Citrus canker is caused by a bacteria, monotrichous bacteria, Xanthomonas citri, and is apple scab is caused by a fungi named as Venturiria. Okay, the correct answer is D. The next question is, stem gall of coriander is caused by. Stem gall of coriander is caused by protomyces. Okay, you can say protomyces, but there is a protomyces macrosporous and microsporous. So you have to confuse here. Many of students get confused. What should be answer? Macrosporous or microsporous? So remember the thing. Protomyces macrosporous caused stem gall of coriander. Okay, there is a orange like spore found in the stem of the coriander. Okay, Helminthosporum graminum, Helminthosporum oryzae caused which disease? Mention in the comment box, please. The next question is, the pseudoelater in Anthoceras capsule is formed by. So you have to read about the bryophyta, outer epithelium, inner epithelium. Sorry, outer cell, inner cell. What structure will form by them? Okay, as you read about the Anthoceras. So in Anthocera there is a columella, pseudoelaters. So pseudoelaters is formed by the inner epithelium. Okay, mention in the comment box which structure form to the columella in the Anthoceras. Okay, the next question is, development of gametophyte directly from the vegetative cell of sporophyte without the formation of spore is known as. So there is a very confusing term, that is the apospory and apogamy. So you have not to deviate or confuse here. Remember the one thing only: if gametophyte is formed, if gametophyte is formed, if gametophyte formed, then apospory. If sporophyte is formed, then apogamy. Okay, what I am saying, if sporophyte form, then answer should be apogamy. If gametophyte is formed, answer should be apospory. Apo means not, and without the formation of spore, gametophyte is formed, then apospory. Okay, so right answer is apospory, because here the gametophyte is forming. Okay, the next question is, vaginula is found in sporophyte phase. So vaginula is an structure found in the sporophyte of sphagnum. Okay, there is a 2 to 3 questions from sphagnum which are very important, like the peat moss, which bryophyte used in the Second World War. Okay, the next question is, in xylotum, spore producing organ is called. In xylotum, a specific or specialized structure is formed in which the spore is formed. That structure is called as synangium. Okay, synangium is the right answer. The next question is, in front the vascular bundle are. So you have the idea about the amphivessel and amphicrival. Amphivessel, these vascular bundle termed as concentric vascular bundle, in which the if either xylem totally surround the phloem or phloem totally surround the xylem. If xylem totally surround the phloem, then it is called as amphivessel vascular bundle. If phloem totally surround the xylem, it called amphicrival or hydrocentric vascular bundle. Amphivessel vascular bundle found in Ecca and Dracena plant, but hydrocentric or amphicrival vascular bundle is found in funds. Okay. The next question is sperm of both Funaria and Teres were released together near Archegonia of Teres. Only its sperm enter in Archegonia edge. As you all know, any plant or any species on the earth have the polyspermy prevention are the chemical signal for the recognition of the sperm of its own species. So whatever the plant in the pond or the ocean, there is a lots of sperm of different plant, but the species, the female part or the ovum, recognize only the own species sperm by the any chemical signal. Like in the pteridophyte, there is a malic acid, okay, chemotaxi or chemoattractant phenomena. Okay, so the right answer here is B. The next question is which of the following is a fossil gymnosperm? Okay, so as you all know, Jingo is a living species, also Ephedra and Taxus. These are the living, okay. But the Williamsonia is the extinct species. That's why it is called as the fossil gymnosperm. Very easy question. Cleavage polyembryony is found in. When you read about the embryogeny of the pinus, there will be 3 to 4 tier of embryo like structure form in the embryogeny cycle of the pinus. So the cleavage polyembryony found in the pinus. What type of polyembryony found in citrus? Please mention in the comment box. Okay. Asymmetry leaves are characteristic feature of. This question is actually confusing. Assimilation means the photosynthesis. So pinus, ephedra and cycas, these three can perform photosynthesis. So the correct answer should be all of these, but answer is cycas. So if you have idea about the asymmetry leaves found in the cycas, why cycas leaf is called asymmetry, why asymmetry leaf not found in ephedra and pinus, please mention in the comment box. The next question is, I found floating there in earthly particles, some green stick, spirally wound, serpent-wise, and oddly arranged. The whom circumference of each and these stick was about the thickness of air on the one head. So you read about the Leeuwenhoek. Leeuwenhoek actually discovered bacteria, father of the microbiology. Okay, so the first time he performed experiment by self-made microscope, actually the compound microscope, and he is also first time observed the bacteria from the rainwater. Okay, so these statement given for the bacteria. Okay, so the right answer is here B, Leeuwenhoek. The next question is actually here is a matching type of the question. There are scientists and discovery. Semmelweis, actually Semmelweis is known for antiseptic method in the clinic. Robert Koch actually developed the vaccine for tuberculosis. Okay, John Lister antiseptic surgery for the any instrument which are used in a medical field. Okay, Berkeley developed chemicals which prevent potato blights. Ronald Ross is known for the malaria. Okay, Ronald Ross also awarded by the Nobel Prize. Okay, so there is answer. The next question is which one is incorrect statement regard mycoplasma? You know mycoplasma have no cell wall. This is a tri-layered and also called as joker of the plant kingdom, PPLO, MLO. So mycoplasma reproduced by binary fission. Actually mycoplasma reproduced by binary fission. This is the correct answer. Mycoplasma varies in its shape and size. Yeah. Mycoplasma is varies in shape and size. That's why it's called Joker of the plant kingdom. As like the Joker always change their dress and looks like a different form always. That's why Mycoplasma is called Joker of the plant kingdom. The next statement is Mycoplasma is grown in a highly specific culture medium containing sterile. This is the also correct statement. Mycoplasma grow in the medium which contain high level of sterol. The next statement is mycoplasma is non-motile, gram-negative and containing single-stranded RNA. This is actually incorrect statement. mycoplasma is non-motile, motile होते हैं. Single-stranded RNA as well as DNA is also found in mycoplasma. D is correct. Actually incorrect, that's why correct. The next question is, which of the following nitrogen fixing bacteria are anaerobic? So as you all know, there are a grouping of bacteria on the basis of aerobic, anaerobic, free living and symbiotic. Okay, so Chromatium rhodospirillum clostridium is anaerobic bacteria which help in nitrogen fixation. The next question is, lichen indicate SO2 pollution because they actually lichen doesn't grow in area where SO2 pollution takes place. Lichen only grow in that area where a very low amount of air pollution occurring. That's why lichen grow in the hill area where no air pollution is occurred. Okay, so lichen are not grow in area where air pollution takes place due to the sensitivity of SO2. The next question is actually from the microbiology antibiotic name. So bacitracin antibiotic obtained from the bacillus like aniformis, and polymyxin antibiotic often from the bacillus polymaxa, and gramicidine, this is the very important, from the bacillus brevis, subtiline and batricin, bacillus subtilis, and chloromycetin. It is a very important, chloromycetin and polymyxin. Okay, so chloromycetin is obtained from the Streptomyces gaseous. Actually on my YouTube channel a video is also trick to remember antibiotic. Go and watch that video. You have the idea how to remember the antibiotic from the bacterial origin. The next question is, Professor Birbal Sahni discovered a fossil plant from 100 million year old fossil forest at Rajmahal Hills, Bihar. That fossil plant was actually Bihar, Amarpura district of the Bihar. That plant was Williamsonia, actually a extinct plant, a fossil plant. One question also asked from this portion. Birbal Sahni Institute of Paleobotany located at which state? Lucknow. Okay. The next question is, clearly defined nucleus. Mitochondria in a large central vacuole and chloroplast indicate the group of organisms from. Actually, vacuole. Animal doesn't have vacuoles, and bacteria. So chloroplast, nucleus, chloroplast, mitochondria are found in bacteria, and this is actually very simple question. It answer should be plant, as you all know. The next question is, which cellular organelle higher organism contains circular DNA? Remember the things. There is a three organelle which contain double membrane. The organelle which contain double membrane have own DNA, like that chloroplast, mitochondria and nucleus. And there is a two organelle which have no membrane, like the ribosome and you can say centrosome or centriole, and rest of the organelle have the single membrane. I have no DNA. Okay, so these are the things. The next question is, role of nucleus in plant morphogenesis was studied in plant. So nucleus in heredity experiment performed by the Hammerling by using Stibularia algae. Actually he using two species of Stibularia and head and stalk cut down and like the experiment. If you have not idea about that experiment, go to Google and search the Hammerling experiment and read about that thing. Role of nucleus in heredity or role of nucleus in plant morphogenesis. Okay, the next question is, ribosome attach an endoplasmic reticulum synthesize protein in which usually form. So there is two type of ribosome in the cell. That is, one type is the attached from the ribosome and one is the free ribosome which are located in the cytoplasm or cytosol. So the ribosome which are attached from the endoplasmic reticulum synthesize the ribosome for transport to the outside the cell, and those ribosomes which are located in the cytoplasm and synthesize protein for that cell. Okay. The next question is, inner mitochondrial membrane is permeable to NADH. Okay. Then how cytosolic NADH produced during glycolysis is oxidized through terminal oxidation in plant mitochondria. Okay. So tricky question. Due to the presence of external dehydrogenase on outer surface. Actually, this question is incorrect. The correct answer should be due to the operation of glycophosphate shuttle mechanism. There is a shuttle between the uh, outer, inner and inter mitochondrial space which translocate the NADPH, and these NADPH go through the ATS and produce energy. Okay, the answer should be B. Okay. The next question is the F0 domain of the mitochondria. F0 F1 complex is named so because actually F0 FO. F0 is looks like FO. F0 is so called that it is a sensitive to oligomycin. Oligomycin is an antibiotic which inhibit the F0 F1 core particle. Okay, so correct answer should be B. The next question is, Mendel observed that some character did not assert independently. Later researcher found it be due to. So Mendel don't have the idea about the linkage because he is studying a single character from the one time, and he didn't. If Mendel study multiple character for one time, he would not succeed for discovering law of Mendel like the segregation and independent assortment due to the linkage. He will find linkage, but not he will study one character for the one time. That's why linkage is the correct answer here. The next question is, lactose in milk sugar made up of beta D galactose and beta D glucose. Actually, it is asking about which linkage found in the lactose. So as you all know, beta 1,4 linkage found in lactose. That's why needs bacteria needs three enzyme: beta galactosidase, lac permease, and transacetylase for digestion of lactose. And if we have the, and in our intestine, jejunum area, Escherichia coli occur in the symbiotic association which digest our lactose. If these bacteria, Escherichia coli, reduce in number, then we are human get suffer from the lactose intolerance and not able to digest milk. Okay. The next question is, if Mendel might have studied 7 pair of character in a plant with 12 chromosomes instead of 14, then there will be linkage and he could not able to discover independent assortment, as we will discuss in the upper question. The next question is, the chromosome number of maize is 20. The chromosome number of maize plant is 20. How many linkage group are there? Then remember the one thing, if human have the 23 pair, the linkage group will be 23 half. Okay. Agar if human have 46 chromosome, the linkage group will be 43. 20 will 10. Okay, right answer should be 10. Mark incorrect statement with regard to central dogma of molecular biology. Translation perform on ribosome. Okay, protein synthesis occur on the ribosome. Reverse transcription copies RNA into DNA. Yeah, Tamine reverse transcription by reverse transcriptase. Replication is carried out by DNA polymerase. This is the correct statement. But transcription is carried out by DNA polymerase. Not, no, DNA polymerase not the correct answer. RNA polymerase should be here. That's why C is correct. The next question is, In eukaryotic organism, DNA replication occurs from, there is a organism prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Thus the prokaryotic replication occur from the one end, okay, one end, and eukaryotic replication occur from the many end. As you all know, eukaryotic DNA is very long. That's why there is a lots of origin reside from in the eukaryotic genome or eukaryotic DNA. So in eukaryotic, replication occur from the many end. RNA and protein synthesis occur. So right answer should be D. The next question is a match of the following question type. tRNA, actually tRNA is a clover leaf like model help in the protein synthesis. tRNA have anticodon which recognize the codon on the mRNA. Codon is found in the mRNA, as you all know. Transformation experiment performed by the Griffith in 1928 for the discovery of DNA as genetic material by the using Streptococcus pneumoniae. Okay. The next question, next statement, Meselson and Stahl. Actually, Meselson and Stahl performed the experiment for the proving semi-conservative model of DNA replication. Okay. The next question is DNA replication is a semi-conservative. Actually, DNA, the parent DNA get decoiled and separated and decoiled, and one strand get conserved and one strand get synthesized new. Okay, so semi-conservative. It's bidirectional. Yeah, DNA replication is bidirectional, taking from the site of 5 prime to 3 prime direction. Yeah, 5 prime have the phosphate group, but 3 prime hydroxyl group is elongated by the DNA polymerase. It's semi-discontinuous. Yeah, it's semi-discontinuous. So the correct answer should be A, B, C, D. The next question is, which of the following is correct? During meiosis, centromere divide in anaphase 1. No, anaphase 2 should be here. Crossing over takes place in meiosis 2. No, meiosis 1st, Pacatini stage. DNA replication occur before mitosis but not meiosis. Incorrect one. In human cell, chromosome are visible during mitosis and meiosis. Yeah, mitosis and meiosis metaphase. The next question is, amino acid by 4 codon, coded by 4 codon. So glycine amino acid coded by 4 codon. There is another amino acid which have the 6 codon also. Okay. The next question, a dipeptide has 2 amino acid and 1 peptide bond. Tripeptide, if here will be tripeptide, then 3 amino acid and 2 peptide bonds. The next question is, which of the following is not a class of secondary metabolite? As you all know, secondary metabolite not taking directly part in the metabolism, but it will help in the defense mechanism. Okay, alkyl, terpene and phenolics will be the class from the secondary metabolite, but the amino acid from the primary metabolite. Okay. The next question is, when oxygen bind to the heme containing protein, the two open coordination bond Fe2 plus is occupied by. So as you all know, hemoglobin is helping in transporting oxygen in our body. So one oxygen molecule and one amino acid atom bind to the heme containing protein. So the correct answer should be C. The next question is, reverse of glycolysis is known as. So very simple question, reverse of glycolysis is known as glyconeogenesis. The next question is, how many molecules of oxygen are required during glycolysis of one molecule of glucose in aerobic respiration in eukaryotic? So there is no any involvement or releasing from glycolysis. Okay, so 0 will be correct answer. PS1 gets the de-energized electron from. So PS second, the electron from the PS second go through the plastocyanin, and from the plastocyanin it get delivered to the PS1. Okay, so the PS1 gets the electron from the plastocyanin. The next question is a matching type question. ETS in eukaryotic takes place on the inner mitochondrial membrane. ETS in prokaryotic takes place on the plasma membrane. It's the correct. Oxidative phosphorylation actually takes place in inner mitochondrial space. Okay, enzyme of ETS are present on inner mitochondrial membrane. It's also correct. Link reaction occur in perimitochondrial space. Okay. The next question is term heterosis was given by, actually the heterosis means the superiority of the progeny on the parents. Progeny will be more bigger than the parents. This term given by the GSL and Edward M. East. Okay. The next question is like biggest like is important and universal phenomena due to like you assume that the son is looks like as a parents like the mummy and papa due to the inheritance, due to the gene. Okay. The next question is mitochondria are called as powerhouse of the cell. Which of the following observations support the statement? Mitochondria called as the powerhouse of the cell because it form the energy currency of the cell. Means mitochondria form ATP. That's why it's called powerhouse of the cell. Okay. The next question is the final output of Krebs cycle include all the following except. So you all have read about the Krebs cycle. Krebs cycle will form NADPH2, ATP, FADH2, CO2, but FAD plus no, FADH2 will form from the FAD plus. Okay, so FAD plus is the right answer here. The next question is swollen petiole of Ecornia is made of. Swollen petiole of Ecornia actually is called as the offset, which provide buoyancy and help in floating, and made up of parenchyma. Okay. The next question is important constituent of cell wall of collenchyma. Collenchyma is actually found only on the dicot stem and made up of pectin and cellulose and provide mechanical support to the plant. The next question is the type of pollination found in calotroph is actually not type of pollination, actually hercogamy. Hercogamy is a barrier. Actually hercogamy is a barrier when pollen grain comes from the male plant and the female calotroph is hercogamy. Actually as you all know, dichogamy, heterostality and dicliny is not character of calotropis. Hercogamy is the character of calotropis, so answer should be the hercogamy. So here not need to be confused. The next question is pollination by the gall wasp blastophaga is related with the following. You all have the idea about the hypanthodium, actually fig plant, and blastophaga gall wasp or fig wasp. There will be the co-evolution and the mutual relationship between the gall wasp and hypanthodium. Actually in the fig or hypanthodium there is a small pore from which blastophaga enter into the fruit, and there will it give eggs in the fruit and also pollinate the flower of ficus or hypanthodium. The next question is in parietal placentation the ovary is, as you all know, parietal placentation found in the cruciferous family. There will be one chambered actually and later due to the formation of the false septum it will be thus it will second two chambered due to the formation of the false septum, that is called as replum. The next question is gynosium of family Asteraceae. Gynosium of family Asteraceae will be bicarpally syncarpous unilocular having single ovule on basal placentation. This will be very a simple question from who read family very well. Okay. Sarcinotropis ovule is commonly found in the family. So ovule part from the embryology will be very important for your examination. So sarcinotrophic ovule are those ovule in which funicle covered all around the ovule and make coil, actually coil structure. So Catcaceae family have the Cercinotropis ovule. There is a whole question from the ovule, and Anatropous ovule, Arthropous ovule, Hemitropous ovule. Hemitropous ovule found in the Ranunculaceae family, Campylotropous ovule, Amphitropous ovule. So ovule part are very important, as you all know. So go through all part of the ovule, type of ovule, and example of ovule. Okay. The next question is pollen chamber is found in, actually pollen chamber found in ovule. Okay, pollen chamber is found in ovule. This question from the BHU 2010 MSc entrance. Okay. Free central placentation found in Dianthus family belong to free central placentation found in Dianthus. Dianthus belong to the Caryophyllaceae, as you all know. The next question is betalain are present in which family? Betalain is a secondary metabolite or chemicals found in the Catcaceae family. The next question is most of economically important fiber yielding plant belong to the family. So all know Cruciferous, Poaceae and Solanaceae family have no any member from which we obtain the fiber. There will be family Malvaceae, Fabaceae and Tiliaceae family from which we can obtain the fiber. Okay. Cotton is belong from the Malvaceae, na? That's why the Malvaceae will be correct answer here. The next question is queen of spices. Cardamom, elaichi is called as the queen of spices, as you all know. The next question is the evidence of species population within its habitat is called species population abundance is called as Nickel density. The organism which live in an area and interacting with the habitat and the organism, okay, called as the Nickel density. The next question is in ecology N by S represent as population density formed in ecology. The next question is information about the birth rate, death rate, sex ratio and age distribution etc. of the population is obtained from life table. Actually the life table is all about from assume a animal or any organism, when it come, when it get mature, when it reproduce and when will we death of organism. All about the life table of that organism. The next question is the amount of living material in different trophic level or in component of population is known as called as the standing crop. Standing crop actually the food material which are present on lower trophic level for the higher trophic level. Okay, and the second term is the standing state. Standing state is the amount of inorganic matter, amount of inorganic matter like the ammonia, sulfur, phosphorus for the higher trophic level. Actually we can see the amount of the inorganic material for the growth of producer. Okay. The next question is to make the recombinant plasmid permeable to DNA molecule, which of the chemical is added? Actually this question from the biotechnology. If you want to insert a DNA in E. coli or any organism, you have to make cell membrane permeable for it. So you can apply heat shock or you can apply CaCl2. Okay. So your cell membrane will be permeable for your DNA. The next question is smallest nucleic acid. Smallest nucleic acid will be tRNA. Okay, rRNA is incorrect here. tRNA is correct here. Okay. The next question is megaplasmid are found in the E. coli. Actually, why this is called as megaplasmid? Because if we talk about the plasmid, the E. coli plasmid are best suitable plasmid for the recombinant DNA technology, and this is actually the large plasmid and extensively used plasmid. That's why it is called as the megaplasmid. Okay. The next question is restriction endonucleases are widely used in the recombinant DNA technology. They are obtained from. So restriction endonuclease obtained from the bacterial cells. not only the Escherichia coli, all prokaryotic cells. These are often from the bacterial cell. The first endonuclease often that was called as the hin second from the Haemophilus influenzae. And the next question is, in genetic engineering, a DNA segment of interest is transferred to the host cell through a vector. Consider the following four agents. In this regard, select the correct option about which one or more these can be used as the vector. So here is asking about the vector. A bacterium, no, bacterium are not used as the vector. Plasmid is used as a vector. Plasmodium not as used as vector. Bacteriophage is also used as vector. So plasmid and bacteriophage will be correct answer. Okay. The last question: recessive mutation are not lost from the gene pool. This is known as recessive gene are not gene fixed in the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. Okay. So the correct answer should be C. Not as used as vector. Bacteriophage is also used as vector. So plasmid and bacteriophage will be correct answer. Okay. The last question: recessive mutation are not lost from the gene pool. This is known as recessive gene are not gene fixed in the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. Okay. So the correct answer should be C. So here will be all the question and the answer and also the correct explanation. So बहुत हो गया इंग्लिश प्रैक्टिस. हाँ, तो ये रहे सारे क्वेश्चन और एक्सप्लेनेशन. सोच रहा हूँ मैं कि काम कर रहा हूँ सबके लिए, तो मैं भी थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस कर लेता हूँ, क्योंकि आगे पढ़ाना होगा तो हिंदी में हर जगह काम तो चलेगा ही नहीं. हिंदी तो अपना फ्लुएंट तो है ही. थोड़ा सोच रहा हूँ, मुझे इंग्लिश एक्चुअली आती नहीं है, इसके लिए कोई बुरा नहीं मानेगा. मैं साथ साथ प्रैक्टिस भी कर लूँगा तो मेरा भी काम हो जाएगा शायद, और सबका भी काम है. मेरी इंग्लिश तो ऐसी है, शायद सबको समझ में आ जाती होगी. टूटी फूटी इंग्लिश तो बोल ही लेता हूँ, तो ऑफेंडेड कोई नहीं होगा. इंजॉय करेगा और पढ़ाई करेगा और डीमोटिवेट नहीं होगा. एग्ज़ाम आ रहा है ना, फोड़ के आना है सबको. और मेरे को मैसेज करके बता भी देना कि हमारा सिलेक्ट हो गया. हमें क्रेडिट नहीं चाहिए किसी का. बस सब पढ़ते रहो, बढ़ते रहो और खुश रहो सबसे ज़्यादा. ओके, चलता हूँ मैं. मिलूँगा किसी और नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, किसी और वीडियो के साथ. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो. सो बहुत हो गया इंग्लिश प्रैक्टिस. हाँ, तो ये रहे सारे क्वेश्चन और एक्सप्लेनेशन. सोच रहा हूँ मैं कि काम कर रहा हूँ सबके लिए, तो मैं भी थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस कर लेता हूँ, क्योंकि आगे पढ़ाना होगा तो हिंदी में हर जगह काम तो चलेगा ही नहीं. हिंदी तो अपना फ्लुएंट तो है ही. थोड़ा सोच रहा हूँ, मुझे इंग्लिश एक्चुअली आती नहीं है, इसके लिए कोई बुरा नहीं मानेगा. मैं साथ साथ प्रैक्टिस भी कर लूँगा तो मेरा भी काम हो जाएगा शायद, और सबका भी काम है. मेरी इंग्लिश तो ऐसी है, शायद सबको समझ में आ जाती होगी. टूटी फूटी इंग्लिश तो बोल ही लेता हूँ, तो ऑफेंडेड कोई नहीं होगा. इंजॉय करेगा और पढ़ाई करेगा और डीमोटिवेट नहीं होगा. एग्ज़ाम आ रहा है ना, फोड़ के आना है सबको. और मेरे को मैसेज करके बता भी देना कि हमारा सिलेक्ट हो गया. हमें क्रेडिट नहीं चाहिए किसी का. बस सब पढ़ते रहो, बढ़ते रहो और खुश रहो सबसे ज़्यादा. ओके, चलता हूँ मैं. मिलूँगा किसी और नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, किसी और वीडियो के साथ. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो.